Can an MMO about naval and air battles be entertaining? Let's take a few minutes and talk about that. Before we continue though, allow me to state that yes, this is a mobile game. If that bothers you, then no problem, just close on out of the video. If this does look interesting to you though, you can find the download link in the pinned comment and the description below. Go ahead and click that link to be taken right on over to the game. That is going to no doubt help me recoup some of my my Christmas expenses, yeah, because man, I spent a lot. But right, so Gunship Battle Total Warfare is a strategy game. You take on the role of a battle-hardened admiral with one goal in mind: total and absolute dominion over the ocean and every person that thinks they have a right to it. This naturally includes both allied and enemy NPCs, along with other players who share the same goals as you. And according to the devs behind the game, there are over 100 million players worldwide. If that's the case, then yeah, you have no doubt got your work cut out for you. I mean, I do too, but I am me after all. I excel at situations like this. I mean, world domination? Pfft, easy. So the game mostly takes place within your own personal base. You can go ahead and build various types of ships, jets, and other armored units, expand your headquarters, and build up your armada. See, as the admiral, you're given the option of creating a variety of different units. Each unit has their own strengths and weaknesses, as one would expect from any kind of strategy game. So naturally then, knowing the kind of enemy you're going to go up against, or at the very least trying to make up for any weak spots in your force, is of paramount importance. Going crazy on one type of unit is very ill-advised and really will limit your future chances of victory. And while I didn't necessarily listen to what I'm saying right now, I implore you, do as I say, not as I do. I do not lead by example. Instead, I lead by telling you what I did wrong and continuing to do that because I don't learn from my mistakes. There is a lot of micromanaging your headquarters though. As your HQ continues to level up, you gain access to new buildings to construct and subsequently new units to create. However, the buildings in specific aren't limited to unit production. Instead, they allow for the upgrading of not only units, but also the building itself. To level up the HQ, you need to level your buildings and have a certain amount of resources. But at the same time, to level your buildings, your HQ needs to be of an adequate level, and again, you require resources. Since this is an MMO though, you can bet that there is a ton of group content to be had. I joined an alliance and set up my base safely amongst my allies, so hopefully people target them long before they ever notice me. Or maybe, you know, if I ever end up getting attacked, I could just flee the battle and run to my neighbors and be like, hey guys, I need help. Yeah, I really have absolutely no qualms with running away and asking for help, especially if it means I get to fight another day. Speaking of, yes, other players can actually attack you and your headquarters. Likewise, you're capable of attacking other players' headquarters, but your units actually get injured after each encounter. So choosing your battles is important. I was too low level to engage the majority of players, but I did get to engage in some fun battles. You know, after playing this for a long enough period, I feel as though I'm going to be more than capable of going out and commanding our naval forces. It's probably not a wise choice to make, especially, you know, if we're talking from their perspective, but hey, I feel like I'd totally be capable of doing it. There is a lot to do in Gunship Battle Total Warfare. You have a lot of cooperative potential in the form of alliance battles. You can both attack and defend your base along with enemy bases if you're feeling up to it and are really into PvP. There are plenty of unique units to create along with lots of buildings to construct. There's a lot of upgrading and even more micromanaging of resources and especially your army. I love strategy games. They are some of my favorite kinds of games. So being sponsored to play this and just mess around in a game of this type, of this kind, was so cool to me. If you're a fan of these kinds of games, then you might find this fun. I know plenty of people that are into war simulators, and there's definitely plenty to do in game. Now, I did not get all that far in game, obviously, because, you know, it was Christmas and I kind of got caught up in all that holiday madness. But to answer the opening question, yes, it seems as though an MMO about naval and ship battles can definitely be entertaining. Again, if you are interested in trying this game out, you can go ahead and use the link in the pinned comment or the description below. But that's just my opinion, my first impression of the game. What do you guys think though? Does this look like something you'd be interested in? Let me know down in the comments below and let's talk about it. Anyway guys, that's it for me. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more content like this and I'll see you all next time. Peace.
Someday soon, I'm gonna make it.